So I'm quite aware that you can't see me right now, but just take my word for it. I am present here. Look, I can wave my arm in front of the screen and you can see my arm. But what I want to dive into today and what we're really going to be focusing on over the course of the next lab is on measurement and precision. And the very first thing I want to focus on is the concept of measurement. The measurements that we make in chemistry class are only as good as the instruments that we use to measure them. As you may be aware from looking at the different glassware in the last unit, different pieces of glassware have different numbers on them, different units of measurement on them. Some of them measure to the nearest 1 milliliter, some of them measure to the nearest 5, 10, 25, even 50 milliliter. So how do we know which piece of glassware we want to use when we want an accurate measurement? Well, let's take a look at this example up here of a ruler. And you can see we have a ruler here that measures to the 10th spot. So 0.10, let's just say this is centimeters, okay? And then we have one down here that measures to the nearest whole centimeter. So we have to ask ourselves, which instrument here is going to provide us with the most accurate data? And it's the one that measures to the smallest value here, 0.10 difference in the markings on the ruler, whereas here you have 1 centimeter markings on the ruler. So something that's very important that I do want to make sure that I discuss with you guys is how we make measurements in science class. It's important to understand that every digit that we measure is certain except for the last, which is estimated. So what that means is that I always go 1 digit beyond what I can accurately measure when I go through and take measurements in science class. So for example here, I have a marking here that's between 2.5 and 2.6. So we're somewhere between 2.5 and 2.6. What I need to do now is estimate that last digit. So what I notice is that it's somewhere in between, right kind of in the middle there. So I'm going to estimate that last digit and say that that is 2.55 centimeters. Now, if I take a look and utilize the one underneath that, the most I can accurately measure to is to the nearest centimeter. I know it is somewhere between 2 and 3. So I have to estimate the next digit. I can't estimate the next 2 digits. I can only estimate the next single digit. So I'm going to estimate the tens digit. It looks somewhere in the middle, so we're going to say 2.5 centimeters. So as you can see here, there's a significant difference in the accuracy of our measurements based on utilizing different tools. The precision of a measurement depends on the instrument that's used to make the measurement. The more accurate the measurement tool is, the more accurate our results are going to be. And the preservation of this precision during calculations is accomplished using significant figures, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit.